Hey yo, this TYT Fox right here. Uh, I just I just accidentally deleted this video though. I just did this whole thing and it clicked on delete. Anyway, this is gonna be a Nebulous gameplay commentary type episode. I know I haven't made one gameplay in a long time, but you know, might as well. But yeah, anyway. So I want to talk about. I met this girl. Over the internet. She's like my friend's friend. And then, like, we first started talking, she's all, oh, I have a boyfriend when I called her hot. But yeah, she's really hot, and so here's what happened. This is gonna be like a lesson, though. Like, don't ever do this. I started talking to her, a lot every day. And then, like, got to the point where we talk every day. And then, like, we were just kind of like had a connection going, right? You know, we weren't dating or anything, but I know she wanted to meet me, and she said we're not. She said, well, if she meets me, she'd date me, and then she's all, can't wait to call you babe one day, and blah blah blah. And then, uh, she broke up with the guy she was dating, and then 2 days later she started dating some other guy, or it might have been like a night later. Like a day and a half, she started dating some other guy, and I was like, okay, cause like, one night, the night before, when the day her ex broke up with her, it was pretty sad because like, and she was like, talking to me a lot. Like we talked like till like 1:30 in the morning. And I hope she hears this one day. Or it was about 12, and then a couple days later, so about a day later, she told me that she's dating some guy named Patrick, which that confused me because we talked for so long, and like, you know, she really wanted to go out with me. And I was like, whatever, sure, why not? And I totally guessed it too, because she goes, I'm dating somebody. It just out of nowhere. I was like, let me guess, Patrick, because that was one of her friends or whatever. And then she's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, lucky guess. But yeah. And then later that night, like a night later actually, yeah, she texted me again, doing the same stuff, like, hey, let's hang out, blah blah blah. I love you. Do you still love me? Are you mad at me? And I was like, why? And I knew something was up. And I was like, let me guess, you broke up with Patrick. And then she's like, yeah. Well, I don't know if we're dating still. I was like, so you broke up with him? She's like, maybe. I was like, yeah, I called it. And then at this point, I already knew this girl. I already knew what kind of girl she was. She hops from guy to guy. I mean, I've dealt with those girls before. And then after her being like, she was cutting herself. And now that I realize it, she was just doing that for attention, like most girls I meet do. But like, it was really bad. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna cut myself because a boy doesn't like me. It was like, oh, I'm gonna cut myself because two boys like me and I only want to like one of them. And then I wasn't supposed to see the cuts, like the messages, but her boyfriend sent me them because she was trying to break up with him. Because I don't know, whatever, not my business. But yeah, back to Patrick kid. I didn't even like know I heard about him, but like I'm trying to remember exactly what happened. But yeah, so she starts trying to get with me, blah blah blah, saying she doesn't know if Patrick and her are dating anymore after not even a day. And then the next day, we talk about hanging out and stuff, and she's like, so we still hanging out tomorrow? I was like, yeah, for sure. And then the next day, I go, how many people are gonna be there? Because whenever we plan this, she usually talks about bringing people. And then she goes, me, my friend, and maybe Patrick. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, oh no, probably not Patrick. And she goes, probably just me and you. I was like, okay, I can live with that. But like, I said that in a good way. I mean, I don't really care who's there or not, but. And then the next day, I talked to her. I'm like, so we hanging out? She's like, I don't care. I was like, what? And then she's like, I don't care if we hang out or not. And then I was like, okay. And then I was messing with her, and I was just trying to pull a prank on her because I thought she was like having a bad day, and like already, you know. So I was like, I drove by your house last night, and then just to try to like see what her reaction was. And then she goes, oh, I have a boyfriend. Stay away from my mailbox or something like that. I was like, what? Like, so that's how it's gonna be? You're just gonna hop from guy to guy? I was like, I didn't tell her that, but I knew exactly what she was. I already, right when she said that, I was like, oh yeah, she's hot, yeah, I know her, I know what type she is. I mean, she's hot as fuck, but like, she always says she's ugly to get attention, and I know it, I can tell. But yeah, this is kind of like a lesson. If one of your friends' texts you on freaking Facebook or Instagram or whatever saying, oh, let's hang out, and you've never met her before, or him before, but she's hot as fuck, and then she's trying to text you, and then she tells you she's having, she has a boyfriend, just don't talk to her. Just date somebody else that goes to your school or something, you know? But yeah, it turns out I literally live, like, down the street from her, but yeah, anyway. That was this episode of, Nebulous Commentary. I will be uploading more videos soon. TYT Foxtrot out.